not medium rare.
It's about
all the Mozzies out there, I know they hate me for that, but.
What's happening, guys? Another episode of Cooking with Volk. And look who I have with me, Jamal Murray. Obviously, when he's in town, we're gonna catch up. But I wanna cook him a feed. And not only do I wanna cook him a feed, I wanna teach him how to make a steak. You ready for me to teach you how to make a steak?
Sounds good.
Can you do a steak?
No, I just eat them.
You just eat them? Yeah, well, that's perfect. I'll sort of show you. You don't even have to listen if you don't want. You can just wait and then just eat it later. It's up to you. This is real easy as well. You know why? There's the ingredients right there. Oil and a bit of salt and pepper. Too easy. What you will do, pat it dry. So I was in there already, pat it dry with just some paper towels. Just get rid of some of the, the wetness that you're going to get there. You get a bit of the blood sitting on top. You just don't want to have too much, I don't know, fluids. Is that the word you're going to look for? There's a perfect word for it, but I don't know perfect word. So I'm just going to say, dry the thing. Everyone knows a tomahawk steak. Do the Americans call this a tomahawk steak? Yeah, because obviously they call this part of, they call this part the ribeye. We call it Scotch fillet usually, so we've got a bit of a different name. We call it Scotch fillet, ribeye. We still sometimes say ribeye. I know Americans call it ribeye, but we all call it tomahawk steak. So tomahawk steak is universal, so that's what we're going with. So now all I'm gonna do, oil it up. I'm just gonna literally put that everywhere. It's gonna go all over the place. It's all good, doesn't matter. Slap this side on, whoop, there you go. Bit extra. Now we're beating the meat. See, we're beating it now. All right, now, just salt and pepper. Nice and easy seasoning. You can get fancy and throw a lot of other things. I know a lot of people like to get the butter and there's some of the herbs in there as well. Salt and pepper is just how I like to do it. At the end, because it's such a thick cut, I will carve it up and probably sprinkle a little bit more salt just so we can get a bit of that saltiness right through the whole bit of meat. But anyway, let's do it. Doesn't matter if it gets a bit extra as well. The reason why I don't care is a lot of it will fall off as you're cooking. I'm gonna get it everywhere. Every little bit has to be the perfect bite. Maybe a bit extra there, it's all good. Does that look good?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I wish, usually when Joe's around, we always make him, I don't know if you've seen, we always make him, like we're cooking, he's just always getting him on the bone, just eating like that. But I've had him eating, like he was actually in hospital, so he didn't get to eat it. So then he comes back, and I think it might have been the next day, or it might have even been a day after. And I left it out. I left it in because it had a big foil thing that was sitting in, and it was sitting out for like a day or 2 days, out just in the room temperature, normal room. He comes in, he's just chewing the bone, ends up chewing the bone.
Why not? Is something up? No, nothing like that. I just sort of didn't invite her. None at all. I don't know why. Like
2 days old, just sitting there. He's still alive. So we're cooking this on just the normal barbecue. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a windy day. We're on a total fire ban at the moment. I wanted to cook it on the coal. As you can see, we've got the view. I wanted to go down there with the cows, get the fire going and put this straight over the coal, straight over the charcoal or the wood fire, and cook it like that for you today. But that's just gonna have to be another day because I'm just not allowed to do it. So we're gonna do it in here. So we've got to change things up a bit. So what we've done is what I like to do. I just turn one side on. So I've got the gas on there. I'm gonna reverse sear this. It's gonna be like oven, but I'm gonna leave it in there away from the flames. So it's gonna just treat it as an oven, and then later on, obviously I'm gonna let it rest. I'm gonna boost up the heat and try and get the best sear I can. So that's why I'm just gonna let it heat up while it's resting, and then I'll get a good sear, and that's how we get the reverse sear. Haven't done too much on this one, but it seems to be holding the heat pretty good. So I'm gonna chuck that straight in. You happy with that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's chuck it in. So that's just gonna go straight in. So the heat's on that side, and I'm just gonna treat this, as I said, out like an oven. And then we're gonna leave that. It could be roughly around 30 minutes, maybe, we'll see. I'm not sure, but we're gonna try and get that to the right heat, room temperature. You know about that, right? Get your steak room temperature before you cook it? Yeah, so that's what you want to do. You want to, when you get your steak, is that a thing? Or are you taking the piss? What's going on? So you get it. So what you do, sit it outside, sit it out in the room for an hour or something, let it get to a room temperature rather than being cold. Yeah, there you go. See, take notes. And what about resting? Do you know to let them rest?
Ooh.
Or you just eat it as soon as it comes off the grill?
Right when it comes off the grill.
Right off the grill, yeah. See, a lot of people don't want to let it rest, right? They can't be waiting. So they get a little bit excited and then just smash it straight away. I usually like to let it rest. The longer the rest, the better, I think. What do you reckon? There you go, at least. And I like how we said at least. Most people, they try and say if you cook a steak, usually about 2-3 minutes for a normal steak. They say just cook, let it rest for half the time you cooked it, and that's nowhere near enough, I don't think. For something like this as well, I'm gonna let it rest for a while. I'm gonna clean up and I'll show Jamal some of the views, chill, maybe we'll go jump on some cows, maybe not. But we'll see some snakes. He said he loves snakes, so I'm gonna go catch him a snake. So obviously while your steak's getting to temperature, we've got a few extra minutes, so game on. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh,
Bang! Boom! Yes!
look.
Get in there!
Yeah.
Oh, get over there! Yes! I don't think I will. I'll get some back.
That's on.
I don't think the temperature was right on this one. So I ended up putting a little bit more heat on the other side, kept it in the middle, and that seemed to heat it up a little bit more. So that would have been in there probably, what, 30, 40 minutes? 40 minutes maybe. So now I'm gonna let that sit aside. I'm gonna keep these on, get a real good sear. We want a good, nice dry sear, but I'm gonna let this rest for a while. And that should be at a pretty good sort of temperature. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bit more universal. I like my steaks rare, but I might go that little bit more towards a medium rare, medium sort of style, just because the boys are eating them. And universal. Yeah, I think Beam said that.
Medium, one medium rare. Yeah, medium is like universal.
He goes, let's go medium. Everyone's happy with medium. A lot of people like their steaks rare. Some people like a little bit more than, you know, cooked. But medium, everyone's happy. So when you're feeding for a few people, you know medium, most people are going to be happy. So that's what I'm going to go for.
Just not medium rare.
It's about-
For all the Aussies out there, I know they hate me for that, but.
I mean, the good thing is, pieces that are always going to be more cooked than others anyway. Yeah, so now I'm gonna let it rest for a while and then we're gonna get a good sear. So I'm gonna leave that for, yeah, like you said, at least 10 minutes. You'll see the tomahawk, they clean this part. They cut it off and they just have the tomahawk thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know, I like how to mind them.
No, I like it with it.
Yeah.
Oh man. No complaints on this end, man. Enjoying it. Now I know how to make steak. Very far.
Should be a bit of flavour on that.